All right, the frigid temperatures won't be canceling Christmas plans. AAA says more than 1 million Oklahomans will hit the road between December 23rd and January 2nd. One reason is because Christmas and New Year's Day falls on Sunday this year.
AAA says before you drive, make sure you or even a mechanic checks out your car battery. They say batteries that are 3 years old or older are the most vulnerable to the cold. Well, whether you're traveling by car or plane, it's always important to plan ahead if you're traveling with a child.
Put your brave hat on for sure. And joining us to prepare about it is OU Health's Dr. Ryan Brown. Glad to have you back here on News 9.
Thank you. We're glad to be here.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about it because parents do have to kind of put a brave face on to travel with their kids during, especially with this season that we're talking about with flu and everything. So kind of what's your go-to advice for parents?
Well, one, watch Lacey's forecast, dress and pack appropriately, listen to the AAA, kids' batteries. Your batteries for the toys, batteries for the iPads, the iPhones. You don't want to be stuck at grandma's house and kids griping, complaining about not being able to, interact with their friends and such. But the main thing for me is medically, if your child is on any prescription medication, look at it today. If you've got less than a week's worth of supplies, call your doctor, get a refill. You don't want to be stuck out of town with your child's medications out.
Especially right now, RSV on the rise, just respiratory illnesses. If you're traveling with a child, even if they're not currently sick, what would you tell parents to keep in mind?
Just everything you're doing right now. Hygiene, washing hands, making sure if someone's sick, kind of keep your distance from the child. It's Christmas, everybody's going to be together. But just make sure that you know the signs and the symptoms. Take your acetaminophen, take your ibuprofen, keep the fevers down and have a good time.
I think that's kind of, talking about those two medications. We've been reporting how the store shelves, the pharmacies really are running out of these medicines. Is there any time you would tell parents not to take their kids traveling? Because sometimes, there are curveballs and you think, oh, I might need to wait till the next weekend or something.
Sure, anytime you're traveling and you're visiting an elderly relative whose health is very fragile and you've got a child that may be sick or vice versa, your child may be very fragile and you're going to a large gathering where there may be everybody wants to go, so they may just kind of cough underneath their breath. So if there's the potential, if you've got a sick child or you're going to a sick facility, a place, put it off a week.
Common sense prevails there.
Yes.
For
What
sure.
about like a travel survival kit? If we were putting something together, what would be in that, in your opinion?
So your kids' prescription medications, obviously, if you've got some over-the-counter medications that they use routinely, if they're allergies, Tylenol, Motrin, such like that. And then really, for me, just busy toys, especially if you're traveling a distance, have something in the car so they're not driving you or your spouse or each other crazy.
Yeah.
What about the sugar thing? Because it's so easy to just pass off some candy like, okay, this will just appease them, but then it's like the after effect can be kind of grueling in the car as well.
Right, and with sugar becomes attitudes, becomes aggression, and then drinking, do we have to take another stop? Do we need to make another stop? Do we need to make another stop? So just, again, in moderation, and to keep them busy with like toys or something that's silent. iPads are great to kind of watch movies and such.
Control it. What are some of the biggest questions you're getting from parents right now?
The really thing is what's out there, what are we seeing? RSV, obviously, flu, strep throat are the big three. So if you've got signs or symptoms of that, please, maybe get checked out before you go make a travel. You don't want to travel sick or anything like that. The one thing I always are recommending is whether you're going somewhere or you're receiving families, you may have kids or family that's not used to your house. So if you call ahead, say, hey, I'm bringing my 2-year-old, I'm bringing my 3-year-old, child-proof the house that you're going to or child-proof your house if you're going to have kids at your house that you're not used to.
Just real quick, one other question, because it seems like a lot of kids right now have been getting sick, getting a little bit better, then it's like the symptoms keep lingering or get sick again. We're seeing that quite often.
Well, we're just seeing one virus. As they get better, another virus hits, another virus hits. So it's kids are in school now. We're out. Hopefully, we'll see a little bit improvement. Take this time to rest. Rest. Let your body heal itself. Wash your hands and just be smart.
All right,
Have
Dr.
a happy
Brown.
and safe holidays.
Thanks for joining us. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Be safe.